We're joined by England all-rounder and, of course, the man who's led Punjab Kings for a lot of this season, Sam Curran. Sam, thanks for taking out time. It's been an interesting season, a slightly frustrating one from the team point of view. But I'm sure for you, personally, getting an opportunity to lead the franchise in the league, tell us how that has been like. What do you make of the opportunity, and you think you're sort of better served to, you gained experience should an opportunity arrive for England in future.
Yeah, I think it's been an up and down season, obviously with the franchise, but thoroughly enjoyed leading the team. But yeah, we just struggled in various phases to put that perfect game together. So yeah, really enjoyed the leadership role with Punjab.
What's the challenge like, Sam? Leading a group of set of people from different nationalities, as it were, do it in a short span of time, pull together victories.
Yeah, it's a great challenge. I think it's really nice. You got so many experienced players from different countries. Obviously, with 7 Indian players in the team, they give you that great feedback on the conditions and what works against certain types of players. So, and obviously, you got the overseas players who bring that wealth of international experience. So, and we've got a great coaching staff as well. So it's been really good, bouncing ideas off various players, various coaches, and yeah, like I said, it's been a really enjoyable experience.
You made a comment, somewhere during the course of the league that the cricket's turning in a bit of baseball. Where do you think is this attacking intent coming from? Is it essentially out of that extra batter that Impact Player provides? Surely power hitting's been around for a while.
Yeah, I think obviously the scores this year in the IPL have been really big. So yeah, I think it's been really exciting cricket. I think it's obviously been great to be a part of. Great challenge as a bowler, and obviously, as the batters, we've scored some big scores as well. So I guess I think the impact rules made a big difference for that. I think being able to go that extra bit harder in that first 6, if you don't lose too many wickets, you can keep going throughout that middle phase. So yeah, I think that obviously helps. And obviously the way batsmen are developing, the training's really increased. A lot of power hitting, a lot of range hitting. And yeah, obviously the ground's helping that with such good pitches as well. So I think it's been fantastic to watch. But yeah, I think the balance of bat and ball hopefully in the future might get a bit even.
Do the players train any differently, Sam, at all? I mean, for an all-rounder, I wonder how you sort of devote time in training. I mean, for example, if you're coming in expecting to come in at the middle overs, do you sort of, when you're training, you try and place the spin first in the during training, or you simulate conditions as a bowler for death overs? How do you go about things?
Yeah, definitely. I think all players train very differently. I think it's a very individual way of training. Everyone bats in different roles. I've obviously batted in various roles this season, so I guess you train for where you want to bat, where you want to bowl, and yeah, it's a personal preference. Some guys like to face the spin, some guys like to start against seams. So, and then vice versa with bowling, you practice your skills in the nets and against the batsman. So yeah, I think it's a very personal thing, but there's no right or wrong for each and every day. A player can train how they'd like to, but I guess a day before a game, you'd like to prepare in your own mentally and physically about how you'd beat the opposition.
We've had the 2 bouncer rule, and the idea was it would offset some of the bad ball imbalance. I wonder if it has. What's been your personal view on it?
To be fair, I think it's a good rule. I think it's obviously made a difference in stages, but I think it hasn't made a huge difference. I think it's a rule that should stay with I guess the bowler gets that armory if they want it, but at the same time, I guess, like I said, the way the cricket game's going and guys are developing really quickly, so I think it's nice to have as a bowler. You can use that when you want to. You don't have to use it as well. So I think it was a nice addition.
Do you construct your overs differently now that you got the opportunity to use the second bumper?
I think that's personal preference. I guess some wickets it will work, some wickets it doesn't. So it's obviously, you plan your over, you plan how you do, but at the same time, it's about executing your best ball. And yeah, sometimes bowling it both times, sometimes not bowling it at all. So it's just about adjusting to the surface. Each ground in India has got different surfaces, so it's a way in which every bowler can adapt to the conditions and decide whether they want to use it or not.
You were the man of the series, Sam, in a couple of years back in Australia at the World Cup. Just looking at some of the numbers, and your general economy rate in T20 cricket is fantastic. IPL, it gets tougher. The general opinion is obviously you get certain players that you can target in IPL. What's your sense on what the difference and challenges are when you're bowling in T20Is and IPL?
I think it's pretty similar throughout. I guess the conditions all around the world, obviously playing international cricket, are slightly different, so you got to adjust to that. And it's same in IPL. The conditions are slightly different. IPL is a different type of cricket as well, where you have a few overseas players and some international and Indian players. So it's just about adjusting. I think the cricket's very similar. Obviously, there's no impact rule in international cricket, so that's probably the only difference. But I think the standard's very good in the IPL, and obviously that's why I guess it's the leading T20 tournament. But yeah, I think it's a great challenge. You keep learning, you keep improving, and yeah, you keep working hard for the next challenge.
It hasn't swung much, has it? The new ball as well. Does it make it tougher?
Yeah, obviously, as a bowler, you'd love it to swing, but I think, yeah, once the ball gets hit into the stands, maybe it hits one of the seats and takes out the shine of the ball. But there's still been some amazing swing bowling this IPL. Some guys have swung the ball really well, and yeah, I think it's a skill that you got to keep developing, keep improving. My message, I guess, people just keep practicing hard with those skills and training, and yeah, hopefully there's days where it swings more consistently.
What's a tougher proposition, Sam? Yeah, when you've got someone like Suryakumar Yadav, for example, who can sort of look at all areas of the field, and you're running into bowl at the death overs, or perhaps someone like an Andre Russell who's got that muscular ability, which is a tougher challenge.
I think everyone brings their various challenges. I think there's so many good players around, and they all develop and hit in different areas. Like I said, you can't really point out one person. I guess it's just each player's different skill set, and like my own or anyone else who's bowling in the team will have a different skill set. So it's about coming up with your own plans, sometimes team plans that work on certain surfaces. So it's about adapting to conditions, and teams that have done well this season are the ones who have adapted to conditions really well.
Very soon you'll be off to your next challenge, the World Cup. I mean, in very different playing conditions, right? Back 11 aside, no two bouncers, wides cannot be reviewed, wickets would be different. I'll take some adjusting.
Not really. I think we play so much cricket. I guess you back into international cricket, playing for your country, which is always special. So we're coming back into a T20 World Cup, obviously, which will be exciting for us. We've had some good success in that recently, and yeah, I think I'm really excited about what's ahead, and hopefully we can achieve something special again.
You're going in as defending champions. How much have things changed, you think? You're on course to have another good year?
Yeah, I hope so. I think everyone obviously starts on the same points, and obviously we've got in a new country, so we've got to adjust to the conditions as well as possible. And I guess, yeah, we're really confident. We've got a series coming up against Pakistan, which should be really good preparation for the tournament. And then once we get out to the Caribbean, I'm sure we'll hopefully be raring to go in those first few games.
Just wanted to pick your brains on your fellow left-arm pacer, Arshdeep. It's been a tough tournament for literally everyone. Should India be worried about his form? Where is he placed, and what sort of notes do of you exchange?
Why would they be worried about him?
Well, I mean, he's had wickets, but there have been a few runs that he's gone for. So.
No, Arshdeep's a quality bowler. There's a reason why he's in the India squad. So I'm really confident he'll have a great World Cup for his country. He works really hard, and he's a great guy to have in your team. So I think he's a quality performer. I think can't really judge too many people on a few games. So I think he's a quality performer, and I have full faith that he'll have a great time for India.
Final closing thoughts, Sam, on the gains for the franchise from this season. The guy, people like Shashank and Ashutosh coming in with those terrific knocks. What else is there to take away?
Yeah, like I said, I think the franchise has played a lot of good cricket. They've lost some close games. Ashutosh was a great find for the franchise at the start of the season. Got us to so many close games and won us a couple as well. And Shashank, obviously, really pleased for him. What a lovely guy. He obviously hasn't had much opportunity over the years in the IPL. Really pleased for him. He's taken the role, and his calmness and skill has been beautiful to watch. And I think he's got a big future ahead. So really excited for him. And yeah, I think there's been a lot of good things. Obviously, everyone at the end of the day will be disappointed not to qualify, but the sun will still come up, and the franchise will keep pushing to kind of keep getting better. And I guess that's the main aim. There's a lot of good players here. Unfortunately, this year we just struggled to back up those wins this season. And I think you've got to look at the positives, learn from our mistakes, and again next year come back really strong and hopefully put in some nice performances for the team.
There's a mega option next year. You'd like to play a bigger role with the franchise in the years to come?
Yeah, who knows what will happen after the season, but thoroughly enjoyed my season so far here. It's been, as I said, been great to lead the team, and yeah, we'll see what happens in the future.
Lovely. Thanks for your time. Go luck. Go well. Thanks.